I'm here once again to discuss the blatant and pathetic corruption of the Volusia Sheriff's Office, Internal Affairs, and especially Sheriff Mike Chitwood.
Prior to May 14th, 2025, I had no criminal record and had never been in trouble with the law. On that day, I was falsely arrested by the Ormond Beach Police Department on a third-degree felony charge, interference with child custody.
Clause 1 of Amendment 5 to the United States Constitution says, no person shall be held to answer for capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or indictment of a grand jury.
6 weeks later, at midnight, my front door was kicked in without a warrant for my home or property on 2 completely fabricated cases.
7 days later, 5 officers came to my home and arrested me in front of my family and 8-year-old son.
The state of Florida has enacted its own alternative legislation that permits prosecuting attorneys and law enforcement to charge by way of information as opposed to indictment. That is unconstitutional.
After several days, my elderly parents bonded me out with $20,000. In the days that followed, it became very apparent that our arrest was based on false information, not indictment.
Police officers, prosecutors, they're all under contract. That's a contract to perform based upon the oath or affirmation that they took to support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
And let's not forget about the events of August 27, 2018, when my 21... Can y'all stop talking, please? When my 21-year-old girlfriend was allegedly blew her brains out with my pistol. I deposed Sheriff Chitwood for over an hour on May 2nd, 2025, in which he fabricated information throughout, claiming not to know who I was until after I filed my federal lawsuit. That was a bold-faced lie while under oath.
This is the 14th Amendment. That's where it says that no state shall create or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges and immunities of United States citizens.
Family court judge, during a family court case involving our close friend, threatened to, quote-unquote, put someone in an orange jumpsuit if the 16-year-old son did not return to his abusive mother's home after running away.
The privileges and immunities of United States citizens are at a minimum those that are enumerated within the Bill of Rights and the first 10 amendments. They cannot be impaired, and thus the state has created a law that they're enforcing that's in direct violation of that particular amendment.
It is time for Sheriff Chitwood to resign with his dignity prior to being humiliated in federal proceedings.
The guardian ad litem was seen entering the judge's chambers privately and coaching witnesses.
I'm here today to let you guys know that if we continue to pay these public officials to break the Constitution, that criminal sanctions can come from that. I don't want to head down that path, but I need to make sure that you guys are aware that paying people to abridge the Constitution is a crime, it's an emolument violation, and it is illegal.
At one point, the judge called everyone from the hallway into the courtroom to threaten jail. 7 days later, 5 officers came to my home and arrested me.
My entire life has been destroyed because of the incompetence and poor leadership of the Volusia Sheriff's Office. The rule of law is not properly respected in this town. Psalms 115 verse 1 reads, "Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory."
And that attorney is going to point you to a case from 1884 from the United States Supreme Court called Hurtado versus California. And before you choose to rely upon that as the foundation, I must remind you that the Constitution of the United States of America is the foundation, not a judge-made ruling.
Please join me and submit the complaint so we can finally rid our town of a very demonic force. Thank you. That's all.